jackhammer involved in this. We all know how this goes. You're in the middle of another Pittsburgh winter. You're sipping your morning coffee, and then that sneaky breeze comes right through the window like an uninvited guest. The cold will be back. It's only a matter of time, but one simple fix could send the draft packing. KDKA First Alert meteorologist Ray Petelin is here joining us this morning to demonstrate why your windows need a little space, and he's here with Dave Murray from Thermo Twin Windows. So Ray, I always love that you bring the science to everything. You're going to explain this to us.
I try, and I appreciate Dave and Thermo Twin because they gave me a window. They said, we want you to do some science with a window. So they gave me this window for science purposes, and I thought, what can I do to show off, how much science is in a window? If you think about it, there's mechanical engineering. You flip it down so you can clean it out, so you don't have to take a ladder outside and wash your windows anymore.
Right.
There's an artistic proponent to it because you want your windows to look good, but there's a lot of science packed into just how the glass works, and thermodynamics is the big thing. And is that Thermo Twin, right?
Yeah. Hey. Perfect.
You worked that in nicely. That was good, Ray.
Seamless.
Yeah.
But if you think about how heat works, it always goes from hot to cold. And all these things here are the same temperature. This desk is, what, 71.9 degrees. That piece of wood is 71.9 degrees. Touch the piece of wood.
Okay.
Now touch the desk. What's the difference?
No, see, the desk feels much cooler.
That's because the desk is a better conductor of heat, so it's pulling the heat from your body into the desk. The wood is a lesser conductor. Now the glass, if you touch it, probably feels cold because it's a good conductor too.
Yes, it does feel cool.
So Thermo Twin had to come up with some big things, and other window companies, but just how windows work, have to come up with big things to make it so you can see outside using something like glass that conducts heat, because you don't want your heat to escape in the winter, and you don't want the heat to get in in the wintertime.
And then roast you, in the summertime.
You guys have a cool name for what you guys did.
Very true.
What is it? Negative...
Oh, negative airspace?
Negative airspace.
Negative airspace.
So what does that mean?
All right, let's think about this. Air is a great conductor, or is a great insulator, so you want that space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on these lights.
All right.
That is a heat lamp.
And can I get a tan from this, Ray?
Yes, you can, and I'm going to donate this to PTL and Dave's tan.
Okay, all right.
And Dave, you're going to be my thermometer guy.
Beautiful.
So what I want you to do, and I'm going to give this window a little extra test. Since Thermo Twin sponsors me, I'm gonna try to heat this up faster than your window.
Oh, am I doing this too?
On the behind the window.
Okay, like this?
Yep, and try to heat it up. And if Dave puts the thermometer right on where the light is on the other side, we're gonna see that going up. And it went from 72 to 75 to 77, 79. So that is heat in a single pane glass moving through the glass, and it's eventually gonna warm up the room. Now, if you come over here and we do the same thing, if you put that thermometer onto this, which has been warming up longer, you're going to notice the heat difference is very, very minimal.
It's dropping.
It's dropping because of the negative space. So what happens is the heat is warming up the one pane of glass.
Right.
And then there's negative space, which they fill with argon, which is even a better insulator than air. And then that does not allow the heat to move to the next pane of glass, so it creates a barrier between you letting your heat out in the winter or letting the heat in the summertime. So double pane glass is very important. And what are some signs, Dave, that windows are coming to the end? Yes, failing is the better word.
Moisture in between the panes, discoloration. Usually that means there's a breakage in the seal. So air infiltration is coming in versus that vacuum dead airspace.
And that dead airspace is important. So once you start introducing liquid, which is a good conductor of energy, that starts meaning that your windows are allowing that heat to transfer inside your home. So if you're starting to see some moisture showing up inside your windows, that's the start of a problem.
That's the telltale sign that you're not getting the insulation that you really should be getting from it.
Yeah. And in the wintertime, you can do an extra layer with curtains. You can pull some curtains over your window to keep the heat in at nighttime, especially if you have a failing window and you're not ready to buy just yet. You can also get that film. That film that you put on the windows, that helps out and creates an extra barrier. But what you want is as much still air as you can between you and the cold. It's how igloos work too.
Wow. Wow, you dropped that right at the end. All right. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Dave, for being here. We appreciate it. Ray, you always bring the science to it. And we want to thank Thermo Twin for sponsoring today's segment, the KDKA Mobile Weather Lab, and Hey Ray as well.